Alright, boys and girls, so I've got one of the AliExpress Bitaxe Gamma 601s on the bench here. Wanted to go over a few things. First and foremost, bare aluminum heatsink. I think that's been playing a decent part into everything. Looking at the components, I don't dare scan that. You never know. Just a run-of-the-mill R30 coil, the same voltage regulator as most of them. Everything looks pretty much the same. I will say this, there's this little plastic doodad around the screen. If you're trying to put it into any type of case besides its own, you'll have to deal with this a little bit. Yeah, that's really it. This is the case. It's typical plastic, nothing too crazy. I will say this is a pain to get out of here. You literally have to be really cool with a pry tool of some sort to get it out. Kind of unfortunate. It's kind of a pain. But the plan is I'm actually going to do an experiment with using a small copper heatsink on the base of a brushed aluminum or a bare aluminum heatsink to see what it does. So I'm going to run it like this in a stock configuration first, and then I will, or in this configuration, I already ran them in stock and we have our thermals back from that. So I'm going to do this and then compare it to the stock one. And then I'm only doing the front heat sinks right now. I'm not doing the back ones, just these. And then what I'll do is once I've got my baseline against the stock configuration, I'll put just an aluminum heatsink on right here and see what our results are. And that's what I'm using. Just a little tiny copper plate with a thermal pad and then a little tiny heatsink with a thermal pad. So yeah, that's going to be the testing configuration, and then I think I honestly have high hopes for it. I don't know if it'll work, but you know, that's the idea. But that's it guys, right there. That's just your standard run-of-the-mill AliExpress Gamma 601. Honestly, this thing has been performing phenomenally in its stock configuration. No overclocks, of course, but temps wise it's doing really well, and so something to look at. I think this has a lot to do with it. There's no paint interference between the heatsink and the chip. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. I will have a full breakdown and review of the entire package as an item here shortly. So anyways, like and subscribe, comment. Peace out guys.